Oh
What's
shit.
going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access Live with your boy Big Blue Lou and your boy Big Pat Sports Talk, man. We're gonna kick it into the intro, and we're gonna talk about this whole Hard Knocks episode 2 reaction, Malik Neighbors, everything. So let's hit the intro and let's get into it.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access with Big Pat Sports Talk, where you get the latest and realest Giants news and content. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Want to talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk and become an official Big Blue Crew member? Hit the join button in the description. Wanna look fly? Is some Big Pat Sports Talk merch? Head over to the Big Pat Sports Shop and grab you some gear. The link is in the description.
New York Giants, full access, all Giants, all the time. All right, Giants fans. New York Giants Full Access is now live. Enjoy the show.
All right, so just in time. NYG, what's good?
Yo, what's good? What's good,
Yo,
Lou? What's
yo.
good, Pat?
Was
Hey,
good.
not much, man. Shout out to the chat, to everybody that's already in here. Wells, what's going on? He said, "How about the European football? England football's coming home." Pause. Boy, you and that soccer boy. Hey, D Dan Shelton, what's going on? Average Beast, what's going on? Jay Lay, what's going on? Daniel Berry
Y'all check
Sports.
out anybody in the Houston area. Make sure you go check out Jay Lay's comedy sets, man.
Yeah, for real. I gotta get to one of those, man. I know that shit funny as hell. Sarkon, what's going on? Don Sherrod, what's going on? That dude, that McKeem Bokeem or something. That's his name. That dude, that. Oh man, that dude there. Pause. Kurt, what's going on? Man, thank y'all for tuning in to New York Giants Full Access Live. We're gonna go ahead and get into this Hard Knocks episode 2 reaction. And first thing that's up the bat, Mr. Malik Nabers.
Jip.
Now, during the episode, Malik Nabers, he had his interview prior to being drafted by the New York Giants with Brian Daboll. And Brian Daboll asked him some questions about basically, I guess, some attitude type questions like, how do you deal with losing? And Malik Nabers replied, I hate losing. He said, I hate losing more than winning.
Yep.
And Dabo was like, yeah, shit, I don't like losing either. I can't stand fucking losing. And Brian Dabo was like, yeah, I understand how you can. Damn, where NYG go? He pulled a Taj. Oh, there you go. Yeah, and he basically stated that, hey, sometimes I get hot headed as well, and he was like, you gotta learn how to control it. So basically, when you go on Twitter, people were trying to paint Malik Nabers as a character concern because he got, somebody took some footage of him in the strip club. He was throwing some ones. He was having some fun with some of his people. And basically they're trying to say that he can turn into a diva because he said, hey, look, if we're going through practice and we get out there on the field and I'm open and we're practicing and I'm supposed to get the ball, I want the ball. And people are saying like, oh, he can turn into like a T.O. or Randy Moss as far as like going on the sidelines, like how OBJ was. When, you know, he got a little animated on the sidelines when things didn't go quite his way. And so I just want my guys' opinions here, and you guys in the chat can comment as well. What's going on, Iman Perry? Do you guys have any concerns about Malik Nabers as far as attitude-wise if things don't go his way and he could get a little animated on the sidelines? Well, what you think, Lou?
I have no concerns in that regard. I want somebody that's going to be mad if things ain't going right. I want somebody that's going to call people out if they not playing their role to the T. You need that leadership in the locker room as well as in the coaching staff. Now, maybe he might need some guiding and some steering of that energy to harness it the right way. Being a young fella naturally might be something that needs to be addressed, but that's what coaches and teachers are there for. These guys are in place to harness that energy and focus it in the right area. You know, these guys are young men. There's a lot of testosterone, a lot of competitiveness. You know, the energy is going, and you know, sometimes fights and arguments and spats will occur. It's a combative sport. It's a team sport. It's a bunch of men. And you got to have those teachers and those masterful guys that can control the room and control the energy and manipulate the situation in a productive manner. So I'm not concerned about that. You need that type of energy, that competitive nature, and that guy who's going to stand up and be vocal and say, hey, you messing up, get on your assignment, because if you're not there, the whole play is shot. So focus. You need them guys on the team. In fact, case in point, when they were saying Coughlin was losing the team and this and that, he had a meeting with some of his captains. They argued or whatever, hashed it out, and came up with a solution. Okay, you guys are the captains. I need you guys to be my coaches on the field as well. Accountability amongst all the players. And when they started doing that, you got a different effect, and they went to another Super Bowl. So you need that. You need those guys in the locker room that can rile the other guys up.
That's an absolute fact. Before I talk my talk, go ahead, NYG. And like I said, I just want honest opinions in the chat. NYG, y'all let me know exactly how you feel about this whole Malik Nabers saga that's going on right now that they're trying to stir up. NYG, you there?
We can't hear you if you're talking, man.
Well, I'll let NYG talk when he gets back. Hopefully he's there. I don't know what's going on. He might have some issues going on with computer or something. But this whole ordeal about Malik Nabers can turn out to be, so people turn out to say that he's gonna be a bust, that he's gonna be a head case already. Like it's ridiculous.
That's what he's gonna be, and that's why they're already trying to hate and besmirch the man's name, because they already know what's coming. He about to smack them all up, break their ankles. He gonna be the wide receiver AI. You're gonna be seeing people getting broke up out there.
Facts. Like it's ridiculous. NYG, you there? Yeah, he's having some technical issues right now, but
he's clapping some cheeks.
Yeah, I'm driving. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, nah, I was saying, like Lou said, dogs, didn't Giants fans say, didn't Giants fans say they was tired of the choir boy stuff? Even like a man said, Brandon Brown, he said there's not a player at the wide receiver, at the cornerback, or at the edge rusher position that's good, that doesn't have some type of attitude or some type of edge to him. You know what I'm saying? As long as Malik Nabers is not getting in trouble with the cops or the police, I'm fine what he does. I don't even care what the man does. He's a grown man. Why do I give a fuck? As long as he's on the field producing for this team. So no, I don't have a problem with it. Dable likes him. Dable even said, look, Malik's a dog. Malik, and yes, he's gonna be mad if he don't get the football from Daniel Jones or whatever, and he should be. That's what you want. You want guys that want to win.
Facts. 100%.
Man, with the fresh cut, man, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Where you been, Jay?
Oh, man, I've been maintaining, working a whole lot, man. I've been doing a whole lot of work, trying to make some money.
Cool.
Position that I was in before. But what's up, everybody?
What's good, bro?
What's good, Jay Lay? Where you been at, bro?
Working. That's what I've been doing.
I hear that. I'm coming home from work my damn self, man. Driving back.
Yeah, doing the stand-up stuff and working. Appreciate the shout-out for at the y'all ever in Houston, come to the secret group. Axelrad, there's a whole bunch of different places, but you know, you might catch me.
Go ahead and plug your shit, man. Tell them where to
Yeah, tell them where you find you.
I just be doing open mics around the city. I haven't been able to be doing them a lot lately because it's peak season at work, so I'm trying to get as many hours and stuff as I can. But I've also been like traveling around the state, doing windshields and everything, just called Road Warriors. It's like a thing with my job to where if you like above a certain productivity level, you get to go around and help out people, especially with these hurricanes and stuff, people's windows getting busted out and everything. So I'm out now doing that.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, that's
good
dope,
to see
bro.
you, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. You been MIA, man. But how the kids and everything doing, man? Before we get talk to the Giants.
Kids is doing good, man. My daughter's about to be in high school. She's about to be a freshman. My son's getting big, and my two middle girls ain't getting
better
big.
watch out, Jay.
I've been
telling you, bro.
I'm locked in.
But man, dog, it is good to see you though, bro, man.
Yeah,
appreciate you stopping through, man.
Yeah, I see y'all came on. I was like, man, I got some time. You know, kids already ate. They just watching TV. So if y'all hear some noise in the background, you already know it's them. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
But what you feel about this whole Malik Nabers thing going on, man? Give me 1 second. Let me shout out some people in the chat that came through. El Capitan was going on. Perry Mack was going on. Ghost Dog was going on. One New York G-Man was going on. I did a whole video on that NYG man. So check that out. Najee Harris. There have been talks between them and the Pittsburgh Steelers for Najee Harris. The price may be too high. Who knows? But yeah, man. Tell me what you think about the whole Malik Nabers thing. He got caught in the strip club. I ain't gonna say caught. It was somebody who was filming. One of his people was filming while he was in the strip club, and people didn't like the way that he answered Dabo's question about, you know, being like that dog on the field, that he would get a little animated if he's not getting the ball when he's supposed to from the quarterback. And basically he'll start calling people out on, you know, getting things done.
Well, I mean, what wide receiver isn't animated when they're not getting the ball, or you know, when
a whack one.
They where they want it to go. You know, what'd you say, G?
A whack one.
A whack one, yeah. A trash one. One that's garbage. One that is used to not getting the ball. It's the one. But I think it's New York being New York and just finding something to pick at. You know what I'm saying? He had like $20 in ones in his hand. It wasn't like he came in with a duffel bag full of hundreds and he's blowing his whole.
Why they counting that man's pockets? Because they haters.
Right? Yeah, he's rich. He's at the strip club. There's charity donations.
27 years old with $1 million. He's gonna go make it rain. Shit.
They mad because they ain't at the strip club with the money with the stack, bro. That's what they doing. They ain't mad about it, man. That's all.
You know what I was doing at the strip club at 21?
Right.
Exactly. You already know.
Yeah, man. People, they
I'm
just
making it rain something else.
Yeah. Let me stop. I think they tripping. They just want something to write about. This, you know, nothing's going on. So we seen him at the strip club. Yeah, he's a professional athlete in New York. I think he's gonna hit the strip club once or twice, but there's nothing else to do. Like, I don't know, man.
That's a fact.
And look, he ain't gonna waste too much money at the strip clubs in New York because them shits ain't all that.
That's what that man. So you know, it's not like
I remember from the strip clubs in New York. They couldn't. They don't get nude. It's only topless.
Yeah, it's whack. Sounds like already.
And they don't serve alcohol.
I'm in the South.
In the South they get busy.
You can.
I know where you at.
You can see a girl's cervix.
I know that's right.
Facts. Yeah. It goes down here in the South.
The ladies of the night, you know what I'm saying? You know, do your thing. Make your money, don't let it make you. All that.
Mm-hmm. But
G Nation Inside Sports does not condone the views expressed in this here video.
Right.
No, but I think they just need something to talk about, so they're gonna pick anything to talk about. They can't. I mean, they got this stuff with Saquon still dragging out with the heart. I know y'all gonna talk about that later, but yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. It ain't much of nothing. It's a 21-year-old.
It's really flawed. We didn't know you were here.
Sorry. At least he's not driving 200 miles an hour and wrapping his car around a pole somewhere.
Facts. At least he ain't getting pulled over by police or doing something stupid.
No, we're not leaving him alone. If he want to come to New York, we're gonna welcome him over here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna hand him the rock.
At least he's throwing money on women instead of throwing hands on women. You know what I'm saying? At least that.
Not say what's going on.
We had a lineman who had a problem with that.
Yeah. I forgot his name. He's in jail right now as we speak.
Don't breathe any life into it. Don't even mention his bum ass.
Yeah, I don't even know who it is to mention it.
But yeah, I mean, just to speak on that though, like for all the Daniel Jones detractors and the Daniel Jones haters that don't want Daniel Jones here, this is probably the best thing that could have happened. Because if Daniel Jones is playing as bad as you say that he's playing or is going to play, guess who's going to call him out? Malik Nabers. Malik Nabers is going to go up to him and be like, hey, bro, get me the ball. I'm wide open. How you miss me right there?
He'll be like, hey, mother of the bitch.
Right.
Give me the ball.
So this is exactly what you guys actually needed. You don't need another choir boy out there that's not going to call out people's flaws on the offense, that may not call out the offensive lineman for not blocking. This dude is going to say that. This dude is going to let it be known, hey, we need to work on this. We need to get this done because, man, I got to get the ball, man. Pause.
Now, if he does that, though, I think he does need to – he can't just come out the first game start saying that. You know what I'm saying? You better catch the ball and break for 60 a couple times before you start talking about anybody else. You can't be one of them dudes that's talking about, oh, they need to do this, they need to do that, and then when they put the ball on you drop it or something. You know what I'm saying?
Don't pull a Kenny Galladay, basically.
Yeah.
Saying that, I'm supposed to be starting, and all of a sudden when he throw you the ball, you drop it off your face mask and all that dumb stuff. And you can't be like that, but I don't think this kid is going to be anywhere near like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think this kid is going to come out, and I think he's going to be one of the top receivers in the league by his second to third year. So
Daniel Jones we've been saying it every year that he's running out of excuses. He has no more. I mean, unless the line just plays bad, which at this point, man, I mean,
even if the line plays bad this year, he's gone.
Something because you got
because they're gonna get out that contract.
Yeah, and then the whole setup for him is get the ball off quick. That's why you got Wandale. That's why you have, you know what I'm saying, the Malik Nabers and stuff like that. That's why you have a Theo Johnson, somewhere you could just, if the line is collapsing on you, you could just, dump it off to somebody.
Hey, Dakota J, spoken like a true Jets fan. You must be drunk or something because you're in the wrong stream. Just like your team is always going in the wrong direction record-wise.
Right. Speaking of drunk, let me go give me a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, Coach. What's going on, Coach Ed? I think I put the link in your inbox and in the Big Blue Crew chat if you want to come on. If you're feeling well tonight. He says, I know all the nude in the in the hood club, all VIP. John Blaze, what's going on, John Blaze? Thank you for tuning in. D-Dan Shelton, he says, if DJ works out with Nabers, the rest of the receivers will benefit and we are cooking. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Malik Nabers benefits the other receivers as well because it allows them to be the dogs that they are. I believe Wan'Dale Robinson is a dog too. And if you got all those guys with all that energy on the field and they're putting that energy towards getting to a common goal, who knows what we can do? Just like Lou said, it could be the Big Blue
greatest show
on turf. Yeah, Big Blue edition. It could be. So I don't understand why, and NYG mentioned this earlier. You guys was asking for a dog. You guys were asking for an alpha to come on the offense. You guys were asking for a guy that has some attitude. Now all of a sudden that he shows you that he's not going to be a choir boy. He's not going to be a dweeb or whatever you want to call him. What's going on? Now all of a sudden it's a problem. Now all of a sudden, oh, he could be a bust. He could be the next OBJ, but you dudes cry and sob about OBJ not being on this team every day.
I agree with you, Mitch McCray.
That's a fact.
As a rookie, you don't have a say. But this is a behind-the-scenes look of a conversation between the coach and a wide receiver, and the coach is trying to pick the wide receiver's brain to see where his mental assessment is so he can assess if he can utilize him in his offense or if he's going to be a problem or if he's somebody that communicates his feelings well and conveys what his thoughts are. So that was a probing question. It wasn't a question for the podium or the media. It just happened to have a camera there while he was probing and trying to figure out the guy's thought patterns. So it wasn't like he was coming out and saying this at a press conference or nothing, Mr. McCray.
Yeah,
so thank you for coming by. Hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button for the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. You heard?
What's going on, Rob?
Senati.
But
Mitch McCray, what's going on? And this is not to say that they should allow Malik Nabers to do whatever the hell he wants to do and say whatever the hell he wants to say. No, this is like passion in that particular moment. If something happens, if something doesn't go right, you know what I'm saying? Like he does have that right to be like, hey, I was open. If you could get me the ball, go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm not gonna say my business on the stream like that, but everybody who know me and give a damn about me, pray for my family. Okay. Jay, to your success, my brother.
And you as well, brother.
Hey, Tudo. He says salutes and respect to El Rey Boricua, G Nation, Little Bronx, Little Celine, Little People, Old People, Big Blue Crew fam and crew in the building. Greetings from me and my mate in Italy. What's going on, Tudo? Hope everything's going well, man. Hey, I don't know, Tudo, you got any games coming up soon, Tudo? Or are you guys just training right now? I don't know. I forgot if he said he had a game.
They played Ireland 2 weeks ago.
They played Ireland 2 weeks ago? Okay, man. Well, the season's already started, so we already know what Tudo finna be doing.
They played Ireland and they played Germany. I don't know where he is now. I know he was in Wales. They played Wales, then Ireland, then Germany. I don't know who's next.
Okay, Miss Flaw says she liked that shot glass. That shot glass was cool. I ain't never seen one like that.
It was a pair of Hooters in the Bronx.
That shot glass is dope. Hey, shout out to the 100 people in the chat, man. Y'all hit that like button and that subscribe button for all these content creators right here on this panel, man. Thank you, Tudo, for putting everybody's link in the chat. Pause. But
thank you for the $5 super chat, Tudo. Appreciate it, man.
And I don't know, man. I don't get these fans, man. It's like, if there's anything positive that can happen with this team, and it is not all fans, it's just these dudes on Twitter. It's like you want something negative to happen so you can talk. Like if anything positive happens, it's like you're obsolete. You don't have anything to say because I guess in your lives, everything is just negative. So you just want to keep being negative about everything. And it's ridiculous. Like we need a guy like Malik Nabers on this offense, bro. It's too many times me and NYG calling the games, Lou calling the games, where we see the offense don't get nothing right and nobody says anything. it got so bad in 2022 when Daniel Jones had to say something. We all know Daniel Jones don't talk.
Not even his character, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't get it. Saquon Barkley, when he was here, yeah, he's supposed to be this supreme leader, but he's not a talker like that. He doesn't get animated like that or anything. So we need somebody that could get animated. Andrew Thomas is not like that. Andrew Thomas is very quiet. So it can't just be all on the head coach.
And Dex is quiet.
To try to get some people in order, because you need somebody on the field that's an extension of your head coach, and maybe Malik Nabers can turn into that. Thank you, Coach, for the $4.99 super chat. He says, Lou, you and the family always in my prayers, man. For real. All you guys are always in my prayers, man. And like I said, I was excited to see my brother Jay Lay to come on tonight, man. I ain't seen Jay Lay in months.
It's been a minute, man.
I know. But
things were shaky, and but I'm back on now, so I'm good.
Hey, is there a way to get off the Giants for a second? Pause. Is there a way you can actually get a film or whatever to where we can see one of your stand-ups?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to record it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still,
Are you bullshitting, bro? Have somebody record it and post that shit on YouTube.
I mean, it's I do open mics, and the way the thing is kind of open mic, it's kind of like a competitive kind of aspect to it. So you can't really just ask somebody to, hey, hold this for me and do it. They don't really.
Ain't nobody from your inner circle going to support?
Because I get on stage at 1:30 in the morning. All my inner circles have jobs.
If you ain't got a motherfucker in Houston that's willing to ride with you till 1:30 in the morning to watch you and support you, you need to get some new friends in your circle, nigga.
Everybody got jobs and kids, bro. I can't ask them to be up with me at 1:30 in the morning for me to talk for 5 minutes. And for a crowd in front of 3 people, which sometimes it's more, but
I came to Houston and you drove an hour to meet me. It was like 11:30 at night. That's real shit. If you ain't got nobody in your circle that's willing to do that, you need to get some new niggas in your circle.
Look, I have one friend that's out here. All my other friends is in like Dallas and Austin and stuff like that.
Hey, listen, if I was out there, you already know.
And plus, it's like I don't know. It's like it's stand up like it's a lot different than I initially thought it was going in. Like you think this shit should just go up there and you talk, say some stuff and or you talk about somebody. It's not like that at all. Like it's really like you have to be prepared. You have to know your cadence, what you're gonna say, and that's why recording does help. But I just got a little.
It's MCing at the end of the day.
I gotta
do the ceremony.
I gotta give me a little tripod or whatever. I can just put my phone.
Yeah, that's what Flaw just said.
Yeah. I give me a little tripod. Really, no excuses. I've been BSing because I be nervous to. I just be put myself out there like that. Y'all know me.
You should have talked to Gianni.
It took me forever to tell us a joke. It's not like that. I mean, I could tell you a premise of a joke that I got. You know how people were.
This is my dinner tonight too, though, and you see it's all gone.
Everybody said. My father-in-law was just in town for 4th of July and everything, and he was like, "Oh, tell us a joke." I was like, "You don't want to hear."
If you spoke to Gianni, you would know.
Most of my jokes are about stuff that gets flagged on YouTube. So I ain't gonna do that.
Put it on Rumble.
Yeah. But you can put it on Rumble. You put it on TikTok.
Locals.
It's just like I said, it's been peak season. So this last few months, I haven't even really been able to get up on stage just because I've been working and out of town working and all this other stuff. So, I mean, my wife, she's going back to school, so she's not working right now. So I kind of it takes priority, Like I'm still writing, I'm still writing stuff, but there's writing, and then there's saying it to yourself, or saying it out loud to get it how you want to say it, and then it's actually saying it in front of an audience, and then you might say that
you're molding the joke.
You might say that same joke 15 different ways over a 2 months. It's something that you actually want, you know what I'm saying? And even then, I got jokes where I say I got like 2 or 3 different ways depending on the crowd or who's there or what time it is or what's going on, you know what I'm saying, to that, like the way I say it. But I got a joke about everybody was all pissed off about the Little Mermaid being black. I think they should take it a step further and have a transgender pathological line puppet named Pinocchio. And boy. Yeah, exactly. And every time he tells a lie, his dick gets bigger. Her dick gets bigger. So then
that's fucking hilarious, yo.
And I was like,
wow.
I would act out the motion of like, you know, an erection and just saying like, we can't have periods. And then, it's just, I didn't like, I'll say like 3 different things, and yeah, it's that. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. 5 minutes.
If you say that correct,
women will be supporting the trans movement after they see that girl past a certain length.
And I always like, if I see like some LGBTQ people in the audience, I definitely say it, just because it's like an icebreaker. It lets me see where they at. Sometimes they walk out and leave, you know. But whatever.
Barry Mack said he got a joke. He says, I got a joke. The Giants O-line.
Hey, listen.
See now,
damn, that's cold.
Just remember, J-Lay, that straight rights matter.
Yeah,
right.
Straight rights matter.
And left. Yeah,
but man,
I had no problem. The closest thing I had to a problem was this dude was like on his phone in the front row while I was like, and then I say front row, like it's not like a theater. It's half of a room cut off.
It's enough to aggravate you.
Enough for it to be there. Like I can see you just on your phone. So I'm like, hey, put your phone away. I'm gonna make this whole 5 minutes about you. And I was like, you're already looking like a dirty Q-tip. And he was like, I called him a dirty Q-tip. And but he put his phone away. So he did.
Yeah, you better put your phone away. Hey, listen, you in that front row, man, you getting live bullets the whole night.
Because I mean, the hard part is thinking of jokes, writing it, and then presenting it to an audience. The easy part for me is when I'm just like talking shit, like this.
Yeah, in your element, yeah.
But you can't just do that with every crowd, you know, because you want the crowd to be on your side.
You got to read the room.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've flubbed a whole bunch of stuff too. I got this other joke to where I say, you know how I know Adam and Eve was white? Because if Adam was black, instead of disobeying God and eating the forbidden fruit, he would have killed the big, barbecued some ribs. But it never worked. Nobody ever like the comics in the back will be dying, but the audience is always pissed off every time I say that.
Because we're in a much dumber generation.
Right.
Either they don't get it or they're just like they don't like it. But whatever. I still say it. I like it. I think it's funny. So every once in a while I throw it in there. If I'm doing real good, I'll just throw it out at the end and either ruin my whole set or
man, but you already know me, man. I'm gonna get to go see one of your sets, bro.
Oh yeah, if y'all come into town, man, let me know. I'll let you know the time and everything. Like I said, I'm not gonna put on till like late.
You know, you can always go the other way with it too, but I'm not gonna say it on the live stream because we're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, we'll talk about it afterwards.
He was black because his wife left for another nigga.
Yeah, there you go. His wife.
Hey, bro, you already know us, man. When we're getting a laugh, we'll all start writing jokes.
I got my whole notes on my phone just got like just jokes and just even premises, just different stuff, just whatever.
That's cool, man.
All the time I get all my jokes from like when I wake up in the morning and I'm like driving to work or something like that, I'll be thinking like I'll just think of random stuff and yeah. But anyways,
I always pictured you as a comedian. Like I think I told you that a couple times that you should start a comedy show.
A lot.
Yeah.
On a few live streams.
That's what y'all have. That's one of the reasons. I mean, that and then my cousins. I got 2 of my cousins passed away at the beginning of the year, and
man, sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, you know it happens. But appreciate it. I thank you. I don't really know how to accept stuff like that, but thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, they always used to tell me that, and we always used to joke and stuff like that. So that happening just made me realize, you know, of course that, you know, life is short, but you know, you got to just do stuff. I wouldn't want to be going or get old or get, you know, to a point where I'm like, oh, I never did something that I want to do. Something that's easy. It's not easy, but in theory, walking up and talking in front of people and making them laugh. Like it is scary. My first time being on.
It's a gift though.
Yeah, but my first time being on stage, I was supposed to go on there for like 3 minutes, and I was like shaking. I had bubble guts. I went up there and I said like half a joke, and then like nobody was laughing. I was stuttering and shit. I just left. I just like handed the mic off, but it made me like the competitiveness in me made me like oh fuck that. Y'all motherfuckers gonna laugh. Y'all.
I mean, that's what it is, man. It's the competitive juices.
Yeah, I just kept going back. And I mean, I've
Wells,
like that.
how you deal with that is you tell them somebody sticks something in her mouth, my zipper stuck.
Yeah, but that can go one or two ways. You can either
That's how you deal with a Karen.
yeah. But I mean, it's a process. It's fun. It's something I like to do. People think that I'll just go get twisted, go get real drunk before you get on stage. That's a terrible idea.
No.
Most of the time when I go on stage, I'm sober or I've had like 1, maybe 2 drinks. And that's just because I've been waiting.
If you're not a functioning drunk, don't do it.
And even because I pride myself on being a very legitimate drinker. Like I can drink and hold a conversation. But
drinking legitimacy.
Drink.
A very legitimate drinker.
Right.
It doesn't matter who you are. If you're Superman or what, your alcohol slows your brain down. You're not gonna.
Period.
Think about that next punchline. You're not gonna. If something happens or somebody drops a glass,
all off. Yep.
Does something, you can boom react to it quick instead of, or oh that was dumb, or like just some stupid response or something like that, or you miss it, or something funny happens and you don't catch it and you just keep on going on with your set because you're just drunk.
Right. You can't catch the moment.
Yeah, it's better just to be sober. I mean, I get it.
Remember what Cat Williams said: most comedians become alcoholics, the others become connoisseurs.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm finna go take a smoke break, so I'm gonna leave this next segment. NYG, if you there, what's going on, Drew?
I'm running to the store to get something to drink before they close.
Yeah. NYG, the next segment.
And I'm trying to drink my pains away.
Everybody knows about the whole Saquon Barkley thing, and it's starting to turn out like Snakequan is really the name that he should have.
Everybody from Pennsylvania has that name.
So NYG, talk to him about that whole situation between Joe Shane's agent, and Barkley's agent and Saquon Barkley himself. Give a detail to what happened and give your opinion. I should be back by the time you're done.
All right, I got it. So what Joe Shane basically did was called Saquon Barkley's agent first. I think his name is Barry. And he's basically telling him like, hey, look, we don't want to offer Saquon something and it be too low and he feel like he's disrespected. So what we're going to do is allow him to hit the market, let him see his value, which is fair. Let him see what he's worth. Get that number, circle back around, come back to the Giants. You know what I'm saying? So the agent is basically like, well, can you sleep at night if you know Saquon might walk? And Joe Shane is telling him like, I'm torn. That was his words. I'm torn because in a sense he's saying, look, I want him back, but I got to do what's right for my team. And I'm looking at this data, the numbers he kept saying, talking about the data. I'm looking at the data and the data is telling me that, this is not a good investment, basically is what he's saying. I'm paraphrasing. So he says, this is what we're going to do. We're going to let him, we're not going to tag him. We're going to let him walk, hit the market, have him come back to us. So agent's like, cool, yada, yada, yada. So right after that, he called Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, he's like, hey, what's going on? Joe Shane and his normal mannerisms or whatever. And Saquon's like, he's kind of like, you could tell by his voice that he just wasn't really trying to hear what Joe Shane was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Because he's kind of coming at it like this. He's saying, "Yeah, I'm chilling, you know, just hanging out with the fam, kind of like in a low, kind of nonchalant, monotone voice. Oh yeah, well, would you are you gonna we're gonna let you walk? So Joe Shane talking is like he's gonna let him walk. I mean, not let him walk, but let him hit the free agent. And then he basically, the clip that everybody's seeing where he's like, all right, are you gonna give me your word on that? And Saquon's like, what? What are you talking about? And he's like, your word that you're gonna come back, that you're gonna circle back. He's like, well, I already told you where I want to be. That was Saquon's words, his exact words. I already told you where I want to be. And so Joe Shane's like, all right, well, cool, you know, to have a good summer, off season, whatever, we'll get back with you. So that was a conversation. Now, what I took out of that, basically, to me, Saquon was not going to reach at that point. And I think it's a fractured relationship between Shane and Barkley because of how the contract negotiations went down in 2022, going into that 2023 offseason where Saquon was franchise tagged. So to me, and now we got to get more information on this. So I'm not going to jump to like a crazy conclusion, but to me, Joe Shane did what Saquon wanted. He could have tagged this dude again and forced him to play for the New York Giants. You know what I'm saying? So the people out there that saying, "Oh, he looks like an idiot," no, he doesn't, because he is trusting the player to hit the market, get a number, and come back to the Giants, and hopefully they can match it. Now we're gonna see if they did or not. They gave us a little bit of snippet, a little tidbit, a teaser, so to speak, at the end of the episode where it was kind of like, okay, I think the price was 3 years, 12 and a half, and 25. I think they said 25 guaranteed. Saquon got, I think, 12.9 from Philly. No, it was like 12. I think the same was $1 million more guaranteed. So this Quan and his agent keep their word and come back to the Giants and match it. Sounds like he did out there. Did he match it? And Saquon just said, "Nah, fuck y'all, I'm out of here." That's kind of where I took out of it, because I feel like the way he sounded, he didn't be here. He was done with the Giants. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of done too. So people want to point the fingers at Shane. People want to point the fingers at Barkley. But to me, all I want to see is, did he keep his word and did the Giants match? Because if they did that and he left, you already know what it is. Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I took out that whole situation. You know, because I think that in Saquon's mind, he was already done with the Giants. Yeah. He was already out the door.
Yeah. He was done. You could tell how he was talking. You can see, and to play devil's advocate, 2 years of negotiations, you're going to be through with the whole conversation about it. He's probably heard him say these same lines over and over again, and now you're asking me for a favor, but you don't want to give me what I want. He wanted to be with the Giants, but he wanted to be with the Giants under his own terms, and that's just not how the NFL works.
That's not right. And the whole thing about him not getting an offer, I think that's cap too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we got to see how it plays out. I think they're going to show us more in the next episode. But, bro, if you out here on social media telling people the Giants didn't give you an offer and they did, yeah, you full of shit. What can I say?
Yeah.
What can I say if the owner is A, doing you a favor by letting you hit the market, because they don't have to do that. They could have easily tagged this dude. And then number two, they gave you a fair offer.
Yeah.
They gave you a fair offer in 2022. You turned it down. Joe Shane, he even alluded to that in another part of the show where he was like, yeah, I tried to pay him and he didn't want the money. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, go ahead. You got it.
No, I was just agreeing. He said, I'm saying that's what he said. He said he tried to pay him and he didn't want it.
Yeah, basically. So, I mean, you know, why is it when people like myself and Pat and some others talk about Saquon, you got a certain part of the Giants fan base that gets offended like Saquon is the victim here. He's not the fucking victim. That dude got what he wanted. He got paid. He got to play in his hometown in Philly, in Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't get tagged. So how is this dude a victim? Like, I'm not buying this shit, man, with this Saquon Barkley shit, bro. I'm not buying it, bro.
You arguing about millions and millions of dollars, you're not a victim at all.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, why y'all talk about Saquon Barkley? Just let it go, let it go. It's not going nowhere. You know why? Because he's playing for the fucking Eagles.
Yeah,
You're going to see him twice a year. It's not going. This story is not going nowhere.
We smash a mud Eagles every year, but especially
facts, bro. Beat the dog shit out them dudes, man. I can't stand them motherfuckers, man.
Saquon tries to dance in the hole and smacked by K1, Dex, and Burns all at the same time.
Right. Knock the shit out of him. Pause.
But that whole ordeal to me, I think Drew said it best. I think there was resentment on both sides. One, the resentment from Joe Shane is, look, I offered you a lucrative deal for a running back at that point in time, and you told me no at every step of the way. In the first episode, he said, man, that took like 10 years off his life trying to get that contract with his ass. Yeah. And he kept refusing, and he wound up signing for the exact same amount per year that they offered him, and maybe $1 million or $2 million more guaranteed. That's what the Eagles did. They heard the deal that he was offered from Joe Shane in the very beginning, and they gave him the same deal with a few more million guaranteed, like $1 or $2 more million guaranteed, and all that. Oh, I want to be a Giant for life. Oh, you know where I want to be, and all that bull crap.
It was bullshit. Yeah,
it was bullshit.
Straight up.
He wanted to be a Giant, but on his own terms.
Yeah, and
I'm a Saquon fan, man. I still got his jersey. I didn't burn it or throw it away. It's at the bottom.
I still got his jersey too, but I'm a fan of the Giants, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan of the fucking Giants.
that logo come before everything, for anything.
Right. And so everybody that's trying to act like, and after seeing that, it's still people on there acting like Joe Shane did him dirty.
That's what I don't understand, Pat.
That's what I don't understand. He did Saquon Barkley as fair as he could.
He gave him an opportunity to hit the market. Yeah, that's what he wanted. Yeah. Didn't he say he wanted that?
Yeah, he allowed him to go to the market. He said, no, I'm not going to franchise you. I'm going to do what's right by you, but I don't want to offer you anything right now. And then another team comes back and offers $1 million more and they say he's disrespected, which really kind of happened in the first place because that's what the Eagles did. They offered him the same contract that he got offered from us and just added $1 million more guaranteed. And he took that deal like the Giants never offered him a thing. See, he lied because the Giants did offer him money.
Twice.
Yeah, more than twice. It was 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And so now the 5th time they don't want to give you that same contract. Now all of a sudden they're the bad guys because you were telling them you wanted Christian McCaffrey money. You felt there was an insult that was comparing you to people like Nick Chubb. And to be honest with you, Nick Chubb is better. To be honest with you, because he runs the ball better.
Yeah,
Now,
Nick Chubb's better.
Yeah. Does he have a better offensive line over there in Cleveland? Yes. But you got to put him under the same status you put Daniel Jones. Make a miracle. You tell Daniel Jones the offensive line is awful. Who cares? Make a miracle out of it. Same thing goes with Saquon. Make a miracle out of it. He said he may not be anymore. But I don't understand the whole ordeal. They're trying to make the Giants out to be the bad guy. And guess what? John Mara is going to make another statement in the next episode. If you saw the
he's so infatuated with, and I guess I get it because that's his moneymaker, you know, Saquon Barkley, the jersey sales and all that shit. But it's like, dude, man, he's a running back, bro. You know how many we talked about that on Tuesday, how many great running backs the Giants have had come through this organization. We're gonna have another one. Like, get over it. It's all right, John Mara.
Speaking of John Mara on that episode, he wasn't on the episode, but he was in the preview to the third episode. Do you think John Mara was laying it on thick to Joe Shane about the whole Saquon Barkley thing? We're going to find out in the third episode. But do you think John Mara should pull the reins back a little bit more? Because it's like he's like, man, the Saquon Barkley here and we don't do is not here and we don't do well. Do you think that he would turn that against Joe Shane in the future?
Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, man, I don't know. He said something to the sense of like, yeah, I can't imagine losing Saquon, or I don't know what we're gonna do if we lose him or something like that. So it's clear
he don't know. He's not gonna sleep well if we don't have Saquon.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. So basically, it's kind of like, yeah, he is kind of nudging the general manager here. You know, people like myself and trying to tell fans, John Mara gets in his own way sometimes. And, you know, I've gotten blasted by many people on social media for talking like that. And God, look at this shit now. This man is head over heels for Saquon Barkley, and his general manager's like, this ain't the move. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's 27-year-old injured running back. And, you know, we got to put resources into fixing this old line and helping out Daniel Jones, who you paid $40 million to. So, again, now is John Mara gonna make him do sign? Of course not. He's gonna let the man do his job. But when your boss is in your ear, and like I said, this is what I think happened with guys like Gettleman and Jerry Reese. They just blatantly listen to John Mara. Whatever John Mara wanted, yeah, sure, John, sure, boss. Well, we'll get it done for you. And Shane is taking a different approach, and I'm so fucking glad. Like, that's why I said what I said about Joe Shane. I think he's going to end up being a great general manager down the line.
So that actually has some legit merit. A lot of people have attacked MYG about his stance about John Mara. Now, I'm not saying that John Mara is wrong in this situation, because you're an owner, you have a cash cow and Saquon Barkley, and he has been a very good Giant since he's been here. He's been good on and off the field for us. But that has some merit, because if you're going around saying things like that, that's basically you saying, hey, look, I want this guy back, get it done. But he has to, peel back the reins and let his GM do his job. Now, as a GM, am I thinking, man, if things don't go right, he's going to bring this up? That's 100% correct, because if things don't go right, like say the running game doesn't go right and we don't make the playoffs, I know for a fact Mara is probably going to bring that up. And I don't know how fair that is. Now, am I saying John Mara is wrong in this situation? No. He has a right to voice his concerns because it's his damn team. It's his name all over that building. So he has the right to voice his concerns. But what I don't want to happen is him holding this over his head. Now, I know he can give a damn about Xavier McKinney, but Saquon Barkley, I know he has a special place for Saquon Barkley, just like he had a special place for Eli. He had a special place for a lot of those guys on those older teams, Strahan, all those guys. And I don't know how that can turn out mid-season if you're worried about, man, this dude, he's gonna like say NYG, like we lose a game or two in a row. Well, we had Barkley. Maybe this would have happened.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, kind of like gonna use that against him if it don't turn out, you know what I'm saying, well for us this year. And that's not fair at all, man. Because again, Saquon Barkley's not here in my unpopular opinion because Saquon Barkley didn't want to be here.
Yeah,
he should have signed.
You can tell by the phone call he didn't want to be here.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not fair to Joe Schoen. Joe Schoen said he wanted Barkley back. He tried to pay this dude. You know what I'm saying? Even though it goes against everything that man stands for. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to pay a running back. You can tell. But he gave him the offer, gave him a contract, tried again. They tried again in the offseason. And Saquon is, you know, he was done. He was done with the Giants, despite all the shit that he was talking in the media about wanting to be here, wanting to be a Giant for life and leave a legacy, all this other this fucking bullshit.
The legacy he's gonna leave is we're gonna win the Super Bowl without his ass, and he's not gonna win one before he retires.
Yeah, it could be a Tiki Barber situation for real.
Yeah.
But Tiki retired. This dude's playing for Philadelphia. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Let me get to the chat real quick. Zach Attack 5858. Thank you for the $10 super chat. He says, Big Pat, I just found your channel over the weekend. I want to salute you for speaking the truth. So many fake fans out here that do nothing but whine and bleed all over the keyboard. New York Giant for life. Hey, appreciate you, Zach Attack. Hit that like and subscribe button for all my Big Blue Crew members here on this panel as well. G Nation Inside Sports, Unpopular Opinion Sports, and Jay Lay. Tudo, if you can get those links back in the chat, hopefully Mr. Zach Attack can subscribe to everybody with the Big Blue Crew. And he says, facts, real ass talk. Saquon Canada, he says, this platform is the illest. Appreciate you, bro. He says, should be much bigger and will be. You damn right it will be.
Thank you. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all in the chat, man. I can't see the chat right now, but yeah, I'm salute to all y'all out there.
Appreciate that.
Andrew from Two Giant Goofballs, go subscribe to his channel as well.
Sports network that pull up to every city, every draft live.
Yep.
And give you the predictions accurately of who's going where and what round.
Yep. He says, Drew says, I hate to admit it, but if I wasn't an owner, I would be a Jerry Jones because I would meddle so much. I mean, it's your franchise. It's $1 billion franchise. Miz, what's going on? He said, peace and see you in the season and whoop your ass. Speaking about Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Perry Mack, he says, why would you want an Eagles fan on the team?
Right.
Who knows? Hey, Red Fox, thank you for tuning in. He says, I think Saquon wanted the Super Bowl before retiring, and he couldn't see the Giants getting there before he retires. No, I just think he thought that he would be able to get whatever he wanted from the New York Giants as an organization, and it didn't happen that way. So I think it was like a little bit of a pride type thing, to be honest with you. It was a lot of ego on the line. I mean, and Joe Schoen has an ego. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Joe Schoen doesn't have an ego or Brian Daboll doesn't have an ego. There was a lot of egos involved in that whole situation. And to be honest with you, Brian Daboll probably wasn't forcing the issue to bring him back because I don't think he really wants to run the ball like that.
He didn't want to disrespect the man, and I think he did everything he could for them to either come to a deal or for them to part ways amicably. And I think Barkley took it upon himself to spite him. From what I've seen so far, it seems like he was willing to match whatever offer Barkley found out there, and Barkley just did some more whole shit. That's as layman terms as I can put it. You did some moho ass shit. You thought the grass was greener somewhere else. You about to find out it's not. And now go water that brown grass you thought was green, my nigga.
Right. Hey.
Yeah, I think you're right though, G. I was just gonna say, I think G is right, man. When he says Saquon Barkley just did this out of spite, I think he did do it out of spite. I think Saquon Barkley could have got. Yeah, Saquon Barkley probably could have got money from other teams. Saquon Barkley wanted to go to Philly. Saquon Barkley wanted to spite Joe Shane and the Giants and Giants fans. He knew that would piss Giants fans off and piss off the organization. And to do it for only $1 million more, that's some, like Lou said, some whole shit. Go ahead.
Right.
Bro,
Shout
I'm
out to
I'm drinking.
Hey, shout out to Saquon Canada. He says Talking Giants had a little marathon of content creators up there. I was hot. You weren't invited, Pat. I shouted you out in the comments. Well, appreciate you, bro. You're a real one, man.
Yeah,
we actually had talked about that before we went live, but
listen,
all right, man.
People don't like us. You know why? Because we're not puppets. We're not bots. We don't make content regurgitating the same old narrative that big media wants to push. We give you our perspective from an athlete's point of view, from a coach's point of view, from a fan's point of view, not from a puppet who's being directed or guided by either money or manipulation or blackmail. Nah, that's not us. We're going to give you what we really see with no filter, an unpopular opinion, you know what I'm saying, a prediction, you know what I mean, some deep analytical insight, some comedy here and there, and sports from all other sports and all other media. But we're not going to sit here and be nobody's puppet. You're not going to control us. You're not going to push our narrative. And we're not going to kowtow or buck dance for nobody. So a lot of people don't like that. And it's okay, because I wasn't put on this planet for no popularity contest. The only opinions that matter to me is how my creator of the universe sees me and how my two little princes see me. Other than that, everybody else's opinion is like an asshole. Everybody's got one and they all stink.
Yeah.
Facts, Lou, man. Yeah, with the whole content creator thing, I just want to speak on that real quick. I know it said Giants content creator, man, but you guys are watching the channel and are watching a group of individuals that are gonna be bigger than Giants content creators. My motherfucking shit don't stop with the Giants. You know what I'm saying? I love the New York Giants. That's why we talk about them all the time. But I'm not gonna box myself in to just be a Giants content creator and rely on these people and their bias and shit. Like, fuck that. We're gonna be bigger than that. Go ahead.
Already are bigger than that, because we already have bigger vibrations going on in the world.
Hey, y'all. Now a lot of people don't like this guy, but I find him entertaining.
Who?
Well, does y'all ever try to talk to Copism?
He wasn't invited either.
No, he
No.
wasn't. That's one of the reasons why I like him.
Oh yeah, Cop is he's a character. I just started watching his channel. Yeah.
He calls them dudes dweebs.
He
calls
Yeah.
them dweebs.
Don't overdo it on the sipping too, though. I rarely ever sip. When I do sip, I'm really going through something, and I'm in my house sipping, so that I won't let that old dude that I buried inside back out. That's why I'm in my house sipping. I'm in my house sipping for other people's safety.
I sit because I'm a grown ass man and I pay my own fucking bills. And so that's why.
Hey, Andrew says, now I feel like a puppet because I was on it. Man, it's all good,
Don't
man.
look at me, little puppy.
No,
Right.
that wasn't no shot at nobody who was on there,
Right.
bro.
Yeah, congratulations, bro. Yeah. Get your money, man. Get your recognition. I like that, bro.
Listen, if anybody who may have took that the wrong way, let me clear that up now. That wasn't a shot at the content creators who went. That wasn't a shot at the guys who made the video or had the concept. Like I said, I don't care how people view me. I've been like that my whole life. I got 3 rules. You can't whoop my ass. You can't take my toys. You can't send me to my room. So I don't give a fuck what people think or say about me, because they won't say it in my face.
And that's a fuck with a FAWK.
Max.
A New York.
So that wasn't a shot at nobody. That was just a fact. People don't mess with us because we don't follow the narrative. We go against the grain. We tell you what we see and what we think. We're critical thinkers.
Not what we think is going to get clicks.
I'm not a sheep that you can herd into a corral and manipulate me to say yes to your little bullshit agendas. No, and all of us have that one thing in common. So that's my assumption.
Yeah, I think, but
Drew know he good. He just said it. He said you're good. I didn't take it as that. You know, Drew. You know, Drew. We got love for you over here, Drew. Welcome you to the show every time.
I would like to. I mean, I've been on this channel before. If he would come on, that'd be cool. So if you hear this, come on over, man. They don't like it.
All I gotta do is probably message Cop Pizzle. He'll come.
Yeah, we've talked a few times on Twitter.
Yeah.
And messages.
I've been on his like he goes live like seldom, but
I like the ones he does with his kid.
Yeah. I like him. He's, you know what I'm saying, he's a family man. You know what I'm saying? He takes care of his kid. You know, I
like Cop Pizzle because he be calling them dudes dweebs.
That's why I like him. Yeah, he calls them out, yo.
Yeah, he don't be caring.
Favorite one is booger eaters.
Yeah, man, he be messing them dudes over every time they come for him. Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is, man. People see the real that's out there because we didn't even mention that in the podcast, and Saquon came and said that. Like, that's crazy how none of y'all were on there. That's crazy. Yeah, he be calling them geeks. That should be funny too.
Booger eaters.
Yeah. Booger eaters, damn. That's cold.
Hey, Bulldozer, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, the whole Saquon thing, man, everything is starting to come out, and it's looking more and more like Saquon just wanted out. And that's all he had to say from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to save face. Because to be honest with you, they would have accepted you for your honesty.
And then try to make it look like you was fighting for other running backs. Like, yo, that's why I say he did some hoe ass shit, bro. I'm a hood dude. I could see a con, a scam, some fuckery miles away.
Facts.
And I got 3 of this man's jerseys. I'm a Saquon fan. Well, was. But you gotta call a spade, bro. He did some hoe ass shit.
Yeah, you don't gotta be a cow to smell bullshit.
All you had to do was just say the real from the beginning. They didn't give me the money that I wanted, and so I'm gonna just go to other pastors after the season. Everybody would have respected them. Everybody would have respected them.
I'm making a business decision for me and my family. I just had a baby. I fucks with the big blue, but I need the big green.
Now to play devil's advocate, you know that the Giants aren't gonna paint themselves in a negative light of any way. Like, they're not gonna put no kind of stuff that they said that may have, you know, been snakish or sketchy. They're not gonna put none of that out.
No, but they also don't have full creative control of it. It's HBO. Shane has a say, but
the HBO came out, and I just want to speak on that real quick because I hear a couple people saying that, you know, they kind of dolling it up for the cameras. Those guys, man, HBO, believe who you want to believe. You know what I'm saying? People don't like to believe the Giants when they say things, even though they've been telling you the truth the whole time. We've been tracking this shit. Follow the Big Blue Crew. But look, man, HBO and Hard Knocks said that the Giants were authentic. They said that they let them, you know, do their thing. They didn't try to get in the way. They didn't try to, you know, be deceitful or anything like that. They let them come in and they got the goods. And even shout out to Miz, man. Yeah, shout out to Miz. He put a link in the chat with even Rich Eisen was saying that. Yeah, he was like, well, damn, they're showing us more than I thought they would. Yeah, because you know why? They want to show you the goddamn truth. Yeah. For real. Yeah. They want to show you the truth to shut up the goddamn media and these stupid ass fans.
And here's a hot take. Here's an unpopular opinion, NYG.
Hit that like button.
They showing you the truth behind the scenes, and the team's going to show you the truth on the field this year.
Yeah, that definitely is going to happen.
I absolutely agree with you, Lou.
because I don't think these two guys are going anywhere anytime soon. I think Dabo and Joe Shane gonna be here for a long time.
Next dynasty is here now.
Archman in 2027.
Jay, yo,
Jay been saying that for 5 years, bro.
Yo, you keep saying that shit, Jay, and that shit might actually come fucking true, bro. If Daniel Jones makes it through this contract, it might come true, bro. That's crazy.
They've both been saying that shit for a long time. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you. It's just not gonna play out the way people think, but it's gonna happen.
Believe it, and it will happen. Hey, that would be crazy though, man.
That would be absolutely crazy.
I wonder if I can bet on that some type of way. Go to DraftKings and bet the Archman.
At around draft time, you will be able to.
I'm gonna do that.
You can always go to the bookie spot side bet.
Yeah, put $100 on something, see what happens.
So, one of the last things we're gonna touch on about the Hard Knocks episode 2, Paul, is the whole ordeal. Like, everybody's trying to feel validated about the whole Drake May situation. Now, during the episode, after they talked with Drake May, Joe Shane went down the hall and went to the Patriots and asked them, hey, don't do anything with pick 3 if you're willing to get out of that pick. And he said a simple statement like that, and he was like, yeah, we've talked with a lot of teams about pick 3, but if you listen to business talk, basically, I got the feeling like they already knew that the Patriots weren't going to move off number 3, and he was basically letting them know that right then and there. Because I think we were the team that had the best draft capital to actually give them for pick 3. So a lot of people I told you they wanted Drake May, they wanted to get rid of Daniel Jones and everything. So is there a little bit of truth? Go ahead, Lou.
I'm sorry. He literally said, DJ's still coming back from the injury. We need a quarterback, so we're not 0-3 until DJ is back. That was before the draft. That's why they went and got Drew Lock. I made a video as soon as we got Drew Lock. It said, yep, we rolling with DJ. Other content creators was like, oh, that's it. DJ's going to be competing with Drew Lock for his job. No. Math, people, money, greenbacks, what runs the world. You give one guy $160 million. You give another guy $8 million, I think it was.
No, I think he signed for $5 million.
$5 million. You really think that the starting quarterback is going to be making $5 million? Like, come on, man. It's simple logic. A lot of people have book smarts, but no in common sense.
You know, people have a very vivid imagination, and they have a lot of time on their hands.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. In that whole situation, I just think that they were figuring out whether they wanted to try to get Marvin Harrison or stay at 6 and get Malik Nabers. That's what I was thinking, because I think they were impressed with Marvin Harrison as well. And
yeah, I kind of look, man. Throughout this whole process, I've been saying I think the Giants were interested in the quarterback. You know, I also said if they stay at 6, they're picking Malik Nabers, because the only way we knew that they would get a quarterback is with a trade up. You know, now with the whole Drake May, and I know Miz over there trying to toot his horn or whatever. Look, bro, we all knew Drake May was their top quarterback. So if they were going to trade up, they're not going to trade up for their number 2 or 3 quarterback. They're going to trade up for their top guy. And you could kind of see in the interviews, with Dable with the quarterbacks and everything, Drake May was the guy that they were gonna target if they were gonna go in that direction. Now the problem is, I'm interested to see what exactly was the offer that the Patriots supposedly turned down.
They said,
you know what I'm saying?
It was our first round pick this year and a first next year.
Well, you kind of see the way Shane negotiates. So I'm wondering if Shane just was like, nah, that's too much, or did they try to talk him down? Like, I want to kind of see that dynamic, man. But look, hey, they were interested in the quarterbacks. I mean, you can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think it would have been great to get Marvin Harrison Jr. And I do think they like Marvin Harrison Jr. But I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Pat. They was not gonna trade up for a receiver because they had too many options at 6. They like all 3 of them dudes. I think they did like all because they like Rome too. Rome was a dude. Yeah. So I think they was fine at 6. They was gonna trade up if they could get Drake May.
Nabers will be a Hall of Fame Giant. They hit it out the park with that one. Watch what I tell you.
Hey, I like what Giants Goofball said. Is anyone else shocked Penix wasn't talked about last night? Like they didn't even interview.
I wasn't shocked. I knew they didn't have no interest in Penix.
You think the injury that held them back to it?
And Coach Dave tell it, we know why.
Yeah. even though they went to an extensive interview with Jaden Daniels, which I think they liked Jaden Daniels.
They did like Jaden Daniels, yeah. But I think they knew he wasn't going to be available at 3.
I think Washington and the Bears already let everybody know who they were taking.
Mm-hmm.
Got the block hot, super hot.
But I knew Michael Penix wasn't going to be on the deal, on the board for them. Now, the quarterbacks that I thought they had interest was Jaden Daniels, Drake May, and J.J. McCarthy to a certain extent. But when you listen to what the scout said, which basically a lot of people said before the draft, is that J.J. McCarthy was very green.
Order 2, though. I'm not eating. I'm drinking. Sorry. I know that's not what you want to hear. I'm not bouncing back with your jokes right now, but I ain't got no appetite. So, sorry.
But J.J. McCarthy was green. He didn't call his own audibles at the line of scrimmage as far as the offensive line. The offensive line handled that themselves. He did have the power to, but he really didn't have to because of the way it was structured. And that may have turned off Brian Daboll a little bit about that.
Did you hear what they said about Caleb? What, bro? Who? Man, Joe Shane got to be watching my goddamn channel. They said that dude was not going to be a fit for New York because of his personality. And basically the way they put it was that when he lost, he didn't talk to the media.
He left.
And
they
was like, that shit is not gonna fly in New York.
In New York, yeah. And he said this city eats people alive.
Right.
Facts.
That's not a lie.
But yeah, we've been saying the whole time. Me, Pat, you know what I'm saying? Lou, a lot of us has been saying it takes a certain type of player to play in New York. And they were saying that throughout that episode. They were saying that whole shit throughout that episode. You know what I'm saying? It was like, look, these, they'll eat you up, like Lou said, pause. And he was like, that shit ain't gonna fly. That not wanting to talk to the media because you lost the game. I ain't gonna happen over here.
Let it roll off your back and answer just generic as possible. Keep it moving. Go put up some numbers. That's what you really need to do.
Yeah, I remember you saying that too, Andrew. You did say that about Caleb Williams coming here. And Chicago's not as bad as New York. Hell, I don't think anybody's as bad as New York. Maybe Philly. That's about as bad.
New York is, as far as media is concerned, New York is the toughest. Yeah. Just as far as media, because the media is just, and somebody, I forgot who, I was listening to somebody, they mentioned this though, and it's kind of right, and because they was like, the thing about other fans or other cities, they come from more of a fan standpoint. So, like the media is kind of like fans of the team. The media in the New York Giants is like, they try to kill the team. Like, they hate the team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Look what they're trying to do to Malik Nabers right now.
Right. So,
Scoob, what's going on, Scoob?
Scoob, what's good, sis? Yeah, but that's the difference between New York and some of these other cities, just as far as the media is concerned.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Miss Trina? Thank you for tuning in. She says, "Word, I feel you, Lou. I felt the same way when he was on that podcast talking that bull." What's up, fellas? What's going on, Miss Trina? Good to see you. Hope all is well. You too, Scoob. But yeah, I mean, we've been saying that. But guess what? We will call haters all throughout that process of Caleb Williams. We was like, hey, listen, he might be a great quarterback. But I don't give a damn if you come over here with the New York Giants and you lose a couple of games and they start getting on your ass. You can't run and hide and cry in the crowd and everything. Not here.
And that was my only real knock on Caleb Williams. Like, you didn't hear me coming out talking about Caleb Williams can't play football. You never heard me say that. My only knock on that dude was his personality. And it was not going to be a fit for New York. You know what I'm saying? Now, the dude can play football. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want about him. He's a good quarterback. I did have him 3 behind Jaden and Michael Penix, but I mean, he's not a bad player. It's just it's the mental thing, like we talk about with Daniel Jones, man. Sometimes it's your mind gets in the way. You have all the physical talent in the world, your mind get in the way. You ain't no good.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't know. NYG might have some background noise when you speaking.
Yeah, I'm driving, man. My bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's why I've been muting up.
Oh, Elbert, what's going on, Elbert? Good to see you, bro. He says the media does not cater to what the fans want to hear. They want to control the narrative. That's a fact. They control the narrative every time. And these fans, especially on Twitter, they just eat it up. Like if the media came out and said Malik Nabers is a character issue, guess what? Malik Nabers is going to be a character concern to these fans because that's all they listen to. They don't want to use their own minds. And that's why guys like us are not invited to panels because we're going to speak our minds and try to bring logic to the situation.
I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not invited to nobody's panel because I can't even keep a Facebook page. I'm in I done been in Facebook jail more times than I can count.
Man, I don't have to create 4 Facebook pages.
Man, Facebook fucking stinks, man. I hate Facebook.
Invites you nowhere because when you're a truth teller, you force people to look at themselves in the mirror. And people don't like what they see when they have to look at the truth about themselves. So people like me don't get invited nowhere. And that's fine, because I'm allergic to stupidity. And my allergic reaction is I break out in stompitis. And it ends very bad for people. So, I stay my ass.
She said stompitis. I ain't fucking with you, Lou.
Drew crazy. He says, that's it. Y'all are officially invited on our panel. Come on with us tomorrow night. Hey, if you send the link, I'll probably be in there, man, before we do our show. And you know, Lugo live tomorrow at the Big Blue Lounge tomorrow.
Yeah, drop the link. I'll pull up if I got time.
Yeah,
that's not an issue, Drew.
Drew. It'd be 9 giant goofballs. Pause.
He says, bring your Pippin if you come. We are goofballs, so stupidity allergy is dangerous with us.
You gotta bring an EpiPen.
No, listen, it's in the title, goofball. So it's implied there's gonna be some stupidity and some funniness. So when it's expected, it's understood. When it's understood, it's understood. But when people come out of left field with stupidity, that's when you get the nervous twitch.
Right. Saquon Canada, he says, I did notice that the panels are usually anti-DJ creators. They don't seem interested in hearing from a positive pro-DJ creators. That's a fact.
They haven't been Giants fans long enough to know what winning feels like.
Yeah, that's why we wasn't invited. That's why they left Pizzle off. You know, Cop Pizzle. He's a giant Daniel Jones supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is.
That's the narrative. They pushed it so much they even got members of the Big Blue Crew saying it. He's not a Daniel Jones supporter. He's a Giant supporter. But because he won't throw DJ under the bus like everybody else, something's wrong with him. No, we just ain't gonna let you control our thinking.
Yep.
That's a fact.
because I was not happy when we drafted DJ. But he puts that blue jersey on with that NY logo. As long as he's there, I'm gonna hope he does well. I'm not gonna hope he fails. That's fucking counterproductive as hell.
It's ignorant.
That's not real fandom. That's haterade. That's bitch made. That's, you know what I'm saying?
That is ignorant. How can you be a fan of a team but hope the leader fails? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and that's why I changed my stance on Daniel Jones when we started winning, bro. Like that's what I'm about. I want to win fucking games. And if the quarterback that's on the Giants is winning us games, whether it's Daniel Jones or goddamn Tommy Cutlets, you know what I'm saying? That's who I'm rolling with.
Right. We was cheering for Tommy Cutlets when he was playing.
Yeah. That's my quarterback, man. That's my quarterback.
Another thing is that these people don't know enough about the game to look at it objectively, right? They watch the game for entertainment and then listen to what media says and go with that. Whereas people who have played the game, people who know the ins and outs, the intricacies of play calling, of positions, your assignment, you know what I'm saying, gap control, all of these things factor in. So when you know football and you know the reasons that we're losing, the multiple reasons that we're losing games, then you're going to logically look at all of the reasons and not point the blame at one person. Mm-hmm. And most of these people don't have enough knowledge of the game or other positions to make that analytical assessment objectively. So they'll just go with what media says and ride that wave because they're not critical thinkers. And that's another reason that we don't get invited or called upon and this and that, because we think freely. You're not going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, DJ's the fault of everything. That's why I made that video. It was like, yeah, DJ cost the Knicks the playoffs.
Facts. That was funny.
People out there that will believe that shit and regurgitate it.
It's ridiculous. And I just don't agree with just finding one person and just putting all the blame on him.
And then like NYG just blowing into the mic.
Right. What NYG got going on?
Nah, I'm driving, yo. I'm driving down. I'm coming from Maryland, so I'm going back to VA.
They got the mic on.
The window is up, man. I'm like y'all on speakerphone, yeah.
You can hear my kids in the background, so I can't talk. Oh,
he said that's some hawk tour. Yo, giant goofball, Drew, you a damn fool. Yo, that girl is never gonna be nothing else in this world. She is forever the hawk tour girl. Dumbass.
Well, capitalize off it now. At least she wasn't actually hawk touring on camera.
She gonna end up on OnlyFans hawk touring.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully she can use her brain and not brain to, you know.
Well, she obviously dropped the ball when it came to using her brain in that interview.
Dropped the balls in her mouth.
After she spit on that thing.
Right. Yeah, she's definitely getting a lot of clout on everywhere right now. They're making songs and everything. It's crazy.
Your boy could have been rich as hell if he didn't go out there and have a damn temper tantrum on Fresh and Fit.
Ooh.
You let him hit it, bro. Without no second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. You're a single mom.
Yeah, that dude, he messed himself up on that Fresh and Fit podcast.
Then he ended up crying on the other dude's podcast and quitting.
Oh. Yeah. It came in and went.
But fellas, man, I want to get you guys' thoughts on the whole Hard Knocks first 2 episodes before we get up out of here, man. Shout out to the consistent 100 in the chat tonight. Thank you guys. Appreciate all you guys' support.
Button and don't be ninja watchers, man. Subscribe to Big Lou on G Nation Inside Sports, G-Way with J-Lay, NYG22 Unpopular Opinion Sports, and of course Big Pat Sports Talk, and the rest of the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Or I'm gonna come find you and take out all my anger and pain on you.
Man, that's vicious.
I'm a victim, brother. I'm a victim of 400 years of conditioning.
Right. But I start off with Lou, man. What you think of these first 2 episodes of the Hard Knocks, man?
I think it's peeling back the curtain and letting people see that the narratives that media was painting is false. And believe you me, the more they peel back the veil and prove that what we've been saying is right, expect some I told you so videos coming. I'm petty. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm a South Bronx nigga. Oh, I'm petty. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Them videos coming. I told you niggas we was right. I know you see. I know you see it. I know you see. I know you see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of the things we were saying about the whole Saquon Barkley case is coming true. The more and more they keep playing these episodes, the more and more that's coming out. I believe the 3rd episode will be the final of it, and you're gonna see John Mayer talk about it a little bit more. But the more and more it comes out, it's looking a little, man. It's looking a little suspect on Saquon Barkley's part, man. Just to be honest with you. But J-Lay, what you think of the first 2 episodes? Have you seen both episodes, brother?
Yeah. I got HBO Max just because of this. So yeah,
Max.
I'm just happy, that the Giants are on the Hard Knocks, even if it's the off-season version or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Giants are a very conservative organization, and just to be able to get an inside look at what's going on and
We're not gonna let you see the plays. Fuck that.
He said he wanted a copy of the playbook. But just for us to get that little inside look, just to see, because we always talk about what we think, and we always think that we're right. But to be able to get confirmation and see some of the things that we're right or wrong about, it's fun to be able to do. I'm excited. One thing I wish they would have did is talk more about the Winks thing. I wish they would have actually asked, but they're not going to give a straight answer anyway. But so I guess they went as far as they could with it. But I'm excited for the next episode.
Ugly, and him and Dable had bad blood, so they're not going to make the current head coach be seen in the back.
I want to hear Dable say, "Man, fuck Wink."
He ain't gonna do that.
That's what I wanted to hear.
He don't want that smoke Wink.
You could nah, bro. I think Brian Dable a different type of dude, man. Like I think he probably did curse Wink Martindale out. I think they probably went back and forth on some real shit because Wink is like that too. Yeah.
He thinks he can run in 7 seconds. Crazy.
Yeah, he's out there.
That part was funny as hell.
The dude said, "I see you run. No, you can't fucking."
He said, "I see you run across the street."
Yeah, he said, "Well, what yard line would I have to be in order to beat him in the 40?" Somebody said the 35.
He said, "What if I start out on the 20?" It was like, nah.
By the time you get it's gonna be past you.
But motherfucker Joe Shane, they was cracking up. They were like, "Is you crazy?"
But I did like that though. It seemed like they had a lot of good camaraderie. It just seemed like it was like the homies chilling. You know what I'm saying?
It was like that.
Hey, Wells, try a different one. It's nah. Hey, Blade Squad.
Hey, Taj, what's going on, Taj? Jairus, thank you. Jairus, thank you for tuning in, man. NYG, let me get your comments on the first 2 episodes of the Hard Knocks, man.
I liked it, man, for real. I mean, it allows you to see kind of their process a little bit, how they think, how they do negotiations, how they value players, what they look at, man. That's a lot of good information beyond the drama points, man. Just seeing the scouts, just seeing the what they do at the combine, how the whole vibe is in the room. I'm sure we probably gonna get some draft room coverage, some war room coverage, man. So I didn't think I would really like Hard Knocks, man, to be honest with you. Especially when the Giants is on it, man. But this is actually good stuff. And to Lou's point, it validates a lot.
He basically just said, "I told you so." There you go.
Check it out. Go check it out, man. You can catch the reruns on was the HBO Max, but I mean, there's other sites too if you don't have that. But yeah, go check that out, man. I like it. I think it's a dope show. It's different. It's not like the training camp shit and where you're seeing a lot of the players. This is more like general manager, and that's what everybody wants to be. You know what I'm saying? Like we all like the saying is now. You know, there's more general managers and capologists than fans. So now y'all getting to see how general managers really operate. It's dope. But go ahead, you got it.
And they operated the way that we was telling you it was being operated, but no, we're DJ lovers.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I like this series so far. It's because I actually get to see a little bit how they interact with each other. And like NYG said, it's like the homies out there trying to get it to a common goal. They actually work together. They actually have interactions with each other. They laugh, they joke around. They're serious when they have to be. They have people that actually do what I love to do as far as scouting and getting scouting reports, and some of the same things that we've been saying this whole time. They've been saying some of the same people they targeted is who they targeted. I made a whole video about them going out there and getting Brian Burns before Brian Burns was a New York Giant.
Sure.
Yeah, I also like the fact that with the new defensive coordinator Shane Bowen, they're actually going to him and asking him what are the pieces that you need in order for this to work. And I know that happens in every organization, but it's just good to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like Shane Bowen, they literally said, "Hey, we either gonna get Wilkins or Brian Burns. Who you want?" And he says, "Shoot, I'm cool with Brian Burns because we need an edge rusher."
That begs the question, Pat.
What do you think the relationship with Joe Shane and the GM from the Panthers played a factor in?
Yeah, that played a huge factor.
And then at the player deal that we got him for instead of
Hold on a second. One second. Just stick a pin in that, and then we'll get right back to it. That begs the question, though. Was Wink Martindale a hire for namesake and notoriety because Brian Dable was an unproven first-time head coach? Or was Wink Martindale really a Joe Shane pick for the team? Was that the direction he was really going in, or was that just, okay, we hired Joe Shane, he went with Brian Dable, who's never been a head coach, we're doing this new head coach thing again, let's bring a guy with some name, some pizzazz for defense? Was the Wink Martindale hiring window dressing for the fact that we were going with a first-time head coach again after firing Joe Judge, a first-time head coach? You know, or was that really what they wanted to do on defense? Now that we're seeing the different approach.
I think it's a little bit of both, Lou. I do believe they needed some pizzazz on the coaching side of the field because there was a first-time head coach. It was a first-time offensive coordinator. And so they needed somebody with some experience. And, Pat Graham did a lateral move over to the Raiders. And so they was like, hey, let's get Wink Martindale. Let's get some experience. Let's get a name. Let's get some excitement going. And yes, a whole lot of us were excited when we got Wink Martindale. I'm not going to sit here and act like I wasn't.
Made a video 3 weeks before saying he was going to be the guy.
Sure did. He sure did. Lou did make a video 3 weeks before Wink Martindale was hired. He said Wink Martindale is going to be the defensive coordinator of the Giants. And that was still when they were saying they were trying to keep Pat Graham. So you might want to listen to us, man. We be predicting some shit. I literally predicted Brian Burns coming over here. even before he got the franchise tag, which I said in that video, if he gets the franchise tag, I think we're going to trade for him because we want to pair somebody with Thibodeau.
My very first Giants video was predicting that we were going to sign Adoree Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys go back and look at my very first YouTube video, it was a video saying that the Giants was going to get Adoree Jackson. I think it was 4 days before we got him.
We've made a lot of predictions when I think about the shit. When I really think about this shit, it was a lot of predictions. But to go off what Jay-Lay was saying, yeah, they do have a camaraderie in that building. He went to Shane Bowen and said, hey, listen, what do you need for this defense to work? We know that you want to get pressure with the front four, so you know we're going to have to upgrade in that area. And he was like, get me Wilkins or get me Brian Burns. And he said, what do you think about Brian Burns? And he was like, yeah, so everybody's happy with what they're doing so far in that building this offseason. And to be honest with you, I would rather have Brian Burns than Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
Because I do believe that Jordan Riley is somebody can step up and play that role opposite of Dex when need be. So it is what it is, man. It just gives you a good observation of what an organization is really ran like, whether you like them or not, or whether you one of those goofballs, no pun at Andrew, that just want to complain about everything that the New York Giants do. Is giving you a window to see exactly how this team is being built. And I'm excited to see the next episodes. It's giving you what John Mara does in the building a little bit. And still my brother stuff, unpopular opinion, it looks like it's right to a certain extent. John Mara is still saying a little things here and there, giving little jabs here and there. You're going to see more of it in episode 3. Like I said, hopefully, and well, I'm not going to say hopefully, it's not affecting the way Joe Shane is operating his business. So it's a whole good ordeal. You seeing what an actual GM is supposed to do. What's going on, Wells?
What's up, Wells? Every owner of every business is going to talk to the general manager that he hires and let him know what his vision for his company is. And it's the general manager's job to bring that vision to fruition. So there's going to be constant conversations between the GM and the owner. That's the way any good business works. The hope is that they develop such a good rapport that it doesn't have to be so much interaction that the owner has to step in and do the GM job. That's why you hire a GM when you own a business, because you don't want to be there tied to a desk all day. You have other shit to do. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's the first 2 years, you're going to see them communicating. Hey, this is the vision for the team. Okay, this is how I'm bringing your vision to fruition. Everybody's happy. All right, cut the check, fall back. Let me do my do.
And that's basically what Joe Shane has been doing this whole series. Yeah, John Mara came in there and said, man, I really think we should, I hope we can keep Saquon Barkley. And Joe Shane's like, yeah, okay. But it's not gonna roll that way, John.
You know what we need? We need a fucking chant, lads. Nah.
What the hell are you on, Williams?
We need a fucking chant for the lads in the crowd. Yeah, fuck's sake. What are we playing around with here? Come on, man. American sports, you need to fucking graduate with this. Your college football and all that. For fuck's sake, let's have a chance. Let's go, bro. What are we doing here?
Only on the Big Krew Sports Network. Good Lord. What's going on, Will?
What's good?
No. Big Blue. Come on, lads.
I'm about to go ask somebody right now.
Right.
Let's go. Get on the comedy station. Elbow a bastard. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, lads. Come on, now. Seriously, let's fucking keep our team.
Highlight Red Fox.
He said half the stadium fee, other half 5-4 fund. Fee.
Half the stadium shit. No.
They're gonna say nah to singing that.
Right.
You Americans don't get it. You Americans don't get it.
That FIFA shit is fun.
I gotta hang out with you more.
That FIFA foam
Hey,
is
that is kind of dope, though.
Mate, that was not.
Look, listen to it. It's like one half of the stadium they go fee, and then the other half comes back 5-4.
Fee, 5-4 fum. I know Giants
No.
Mate, I'm not climbing a tree. Yeah, I'm not fucking trying to get some green beans or some shit out there.
Yeah. Hey, that would be. Hey, Wells, you're right though. If we had a chant like that, that would make MetLife Stadium lit, bro.
The Giants fans are the loudest fans. If you watch the NFL, you watch Red Zone. The Giants fans are the loudest fans in that stadium. We just need to chant like English things, yeah? Who's going to the final? Let's go, England!
Wait a minute. No chant for the stadium. The chant belongs to the Big Blue Krew Sports.
Nah, Big Blue.
That is the ultimate drunk chant.
Yo, Jayla, let's go, brother.
Look at Jayla, he love it.
Nah, Big Blue.
Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy.
Come on. Let's fucking go, mate. Fuck's.
Oh man. Well, if you guys don't have anything else.
Nah, man. Go Big Blue.
Nah. Welcome to the gulag. We out here, man.
Looks like we got another one. On the ground. This is the gulag. In here, you fight to win back your life. Kids!